Sometimes, sometimes people ask me, therapists will ask me, how'd you get this way? And when I'm laying on the couch, I try to lay down somewhere when they talk to me. I tell them it's wrongful imprisonment. That's how I got this way. They say, what do you mean? Well, what happened to me that made me this way, the way that I am, is that I got taken away and locked in a hospital too many times as a joke. No, large chunks of my life have been stolen from me because people thought it would be funny to lie to the police and have me locked in a hospital. They say, no. That's what they all say. They say, no, and that's impossible. And I try to tell them, no, it's not impossible. See, once it happens, it's prone to happen again. If you ever seek mental health treatment, and they don't want to let go of you, they won't let go of you. And if they get an opportunity, then they'll put you in their mental hospital. They say, no, it must have been something that you did personally. I said, no, it's just that I would piss off people who were scumbags. I continually piss off asshole people. Me and asshole people do not get along, and we will have words and exchange unpleasantries until physical violence takes place, until one is down and the other is standing. That's the kind of person that I am. So if you're somebody who lies and cheats and steals, then I'm the guy who comes along and checks you. And because I have that type of personality, the asshole type people will group up and they figured out that they could lie to the police and that the police would take me to the hospital and I wouldn't come back for a couple of weeks. Oh, really, says the therapist. Yeah. And see, after that it became a game to where I've lost places to live, I've lost jobs, completely taken out of my life and put in a hospital for 3 weeks. That'll piss you off. Yeah. And see, I also have this theory though, Doc. It's that this whole thing, when I'm being abducted and taken away and put in a hospital and injected day after day with medications like MK Ultra stuff, okay, my sleep patterns all messed with, forced to do things, really irritated me, and it's done on purpose. To where even I've been treated like that for weeks on end, and then as soon as I got out back to my life on more than a couple occasions, I've had somebody that I didn't know walk up to me and offer me a gun, to buy a gun for real cheap. Because I'm pretty sure that there's some people behind the scenes that thought that was funny and laughed their asses off every time I got taken away because they didn't like me, who also wanted to see if they could make me blow up, right? They wanted to see if they could push me and see how far they could push me before I went and did something stupid that would make it into the newspaper, right? As like some kind of dumb gamble, like, some like Deadpool, like, oh, who's gonna bite it next? Like, who's gonna go off next? Which person that we screw with is gonna go off next? I was one of those people, but I never went off the way that they wanted me to, Doc, and there's this continuing grudge to this day to where I've persisted, and they've been able to take me away on numerous occasions for, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. But I get out and I rebuild. See, I didn't turn around and get retribution for any of that, so they were never, I just kind of, after a while, it's like no big deal. That kind of, I think, made them mad. And they didn't like that. So that's what made me this way, though. That kind of treatment by a small sliver of society, of people, okay, that should have known better. And they go about breaking law and violating people's rights, and they think it's funny. So that's why I'm like this, Doc. Okay, thanks.